Hey guys, I have another special guest, Professor Noakes from South Africa, a South African scientist, professor of exercise science and sports medicine, author of many books that I have. I'm really excited to talk to you today. So welcome from South Africa. I want to first talk about, you at one point promoted the high carb diets for a while, right? Tell me a little bit about, tell me a little bit about that. And then I think what changed your mind.
So I started running in the late 1960s, early 70s, and I started my physiology training in medicine in 1970. And that was one of the first years that the new theory arose that muscle glycogen, i.e. carbohydrates in the muscle, was the single factor determining athletic performance.
Wow.
And that's how it was projected to all of us. And so now I'm a young student studying physiology in medicine. And I'm running marathons, and I discover this, and this is the most exciting piece of information I heard in the whole medical training. So I started promoting this high carbohydrate diet in the early 1970s. And I then, of course, adopted that diet. And then I went and did my medical training, completed my medical training, and I was surrounded by cardiologists who were telling us that if you eat fat, you're going to die. So I was going to eat lots of carbohydrate and it was going to make me run better. Well, in fact, it made me run worse, and I got fatter and progressively sicker. And then in 1981, my father was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and he died 10 years later. And eventually I discovered that I also had type 2 diabetes.
Wow. And
I realized I've got 10 years to sort this problem out, or else I'm going to die like he did. And that fortunately forced me to look very seriously into what was going on in the evidence. And I came across a book called The New Atkins for a New You, written by Drs. Westman, Volek, and Finney. And within 2 hours of reading that book, I said, oh my gosh, I got it completely wrong for 33 years.
Wow.
And within 2 hours, I started changing my diet, and the results were spectacular. And I haven't looked back for 7.5 years. So that's how it all started. And then initially I was very reluctant to say anything about it because I knew there'd be a backlash and I knew that I would be vilified, but I didn't realize the extent to which I'd be vilified. And so I was very cautious initially, but then eventually it came out, and then the problems arose. And then my colleagues attacked me, and that's been 7 years of attacks.
Wow. Yeah, I saw that. That was ridiculous.